who are the supporting actors that are starring with you in this film?
They're one of the main leads, Chris Elbert, individual from Indianapolis, Indiana. I worked with some years ago in another one of my action films. Plays the male lead of Tony Ransom. We have Rich Kominick, who, by the way, you see his face. He's popped up in Walker, Texas Ranger. We've seen him in, I think there was a TV series out. I cannot remember the name of it. Turks, as a matter of fact. Had a reoccurring role in that. And speaking with Rich the other day, I hear that he has just been cast to play one of the minor parts across from Tom Hanks in a film that they start shooting in Chicago in June.
It's not continuation of Castaways or anything like that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. But I hope not.
Yeah.
But anyway, and we have Mr. Charles Napier. Charles we've seen in the Rambo films as the bad colonel. I think he played the judge in Philadelphia. Recognizable face. He's been around for many, many years. Rebecca O'Gorman, actress from Malibu, very fine actress, by the way. And that would be the major cast.
Mm-hmm. And I want to get back to distribution, if I may, just for a little bit. And how does one go about getting distribution for their film? Okay, you've gotten, obviously you go about to the venue, you get sources to make the film.
Yes. Now, generally what happens is on the independent level, there are film markets that occur every year. We have a major one coming up here in Los Angeles, the American Film Market, which I believe occurs February 21st through the 28th.
Sweet.
So independent distributors come from all over the world as in buyers. They come to buy product. So you have individuals go to the market to sell product, the buyers come, and so it's buying and selling film. Another major market occurs in October in Milan, Italy, which is called MIFED, another venue whereby producers come to sell film, buyers come in to buy film. But there are several of these markets that occur all around the world for cinema, video, and television. So that's where you would go to conduct your business.
And so you said that distribution for this film is already set, and is that, who would that be with then? The independent films? You went through this venue and that's how you got your distribution?
That's exactly right, yes. And over the years going to these markets, I established a relationship with, say, a distributor and or buyer in, you pick a country, whether it's Spain, Portugal, Turkey, Italy, whatever, but each territory is handled that way. Each territory has their own separate needs, product needs, so that's how it's done.
So you're talking about a reputation that you have with these people.
Establishing a track record, that's exactly right. So as you move along, they get to know you a little better, know your product a little better, and you establish that rapport in the sense that they know when you're going to start a film, you're going to finish a film. And that's the issue, because many times they're going to start advertising the movie before the film is finished. If they started too soon, the film is not completed. It makes it a little rough and rocky for everyone. So once again, it's the track record, and also, as I said, knowing the business. They know you're going to start, and they know you're going to finish. So that makes it easy.
Because you sound like you're very consistent in what you do, and consistent in the quality of the product that you produce for them.
Yes.
And so, having created that, it sounds like it's that much easier than the next time around.
Yes, because you're not really having to come in cold, so to speak, to sell yourself. They know exactly what you've been doing, and they are aware of the fact that they say, well, we know when he makes a movie it's going to look like this. Now, I have to say, with that in mind, this particular film looks a lot more select than the other ones that I've made. I'm real pleased with it. I brought in another individual that I spoke with on the phone probably for 3 years, never met him. His name is Michael Off. He's the director of photography. And as it came about, I talked to Michael about the picture that I wanted to do and the look of the film, and this, he felt, was something that would be an area that he would shine in, so to speak. So I brought Michael in, and Michael, as I said, lit the film. It's just beautifully lit. It looks very, 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 very nice, very moody, very film noirish, pools of light, shadows, and there's some nice little lighting gags that we use in the film as well that I think the audience is really going to like.
So you're really involved in all aspects of this?
Well, yes. I mean, I have to convey what I want. It's a collaborative effort. We've got sound concerns, we've got the talent, we've got the lighting, there's set decoration, there's set design. It's just a general overall look of the film, and people need to know the direction that they're going in. So we all have to get together at the same time, be at the same place at the same time, but be in that same place mentally as well, and go in that same direction.
Okay. How do you secure funding for your films?
Funding comes from a lot of different places. It can be through pre-selling the film. It could be by way of private investors. It could be by way of gathering individuals that feel strongly enough about a project where they want to defer a payment, is then come in on a level where they are part owner of the film.
So
and say,
get like
look,
points.
yeah, you get points, or just they believe in the film and say, look, when the film is made, pay me. And we'll come in and put forth the effort because they really like the film and they believe it's going to go someplace. So those are the ways that you make it.
It sounds to me like you've had experience in all of those. Is that true?
Yes,
Okay.
a little bit of each. And then when you're going out raising money, you've got concerns as in investors. There are laws that you have to deal with in the sense of soliciting investments in terms of what kind of business structure you're going to use. There's certain things that the investor has to know about the film, as in knowing that the film could fail. I mean, there's no guarantee that you're going to make your money back.
Mm-hmm.
So those are required by law. And as I said, when it comes to the other aspect of getting someone to come out and they're working on a deferral, that can be tough, even though the individuals want to say, or they come out and say, well, look, Ivan, we'll do this, you can pay us later. With no money in their pockets, sometimes people have a tendency to get a little lazy, or they don't think it's that important. They say, well, look, you're not paying me anyway, so I'll make it when I can. So that does make it tough as well.
Okay. Now, is the money raised overseas or in the United States?
For this film?
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
And it just depends on the film?
It depends on the film, yes. And going back again, I'm just emphasizing business. There are certain things that occur in other countries whereby they are governed by their own laws in terms of how much product they can buy. Okay. I was speaking with an individual about this the other day in another interview, and I was using France as an example. There are quota systems that the governments have imposed whereby, and we're going back to France, where the buyers can only buy so much product that originates outside of France, that originates outside of the European community. And then the smaller percentage of that they bring in can be American, can be from someplace else. Now, the way to get around that is if you have a European company involved in the production of the company, then you slide in terms of the percentage of that involvement. So now all of a sudden, rather than just having a film that's American, that's made with all American money, you've got some European money or involvement in terms of control over the film. So now, rather than being kicked out or left out because of the quota system, you can now slide in and make a sale.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah, so do I.
I hope everyone's listening to that. That's a good
well,
tip
yeah,
without going to your seminar.
Well, it is because, as I said, filmmakers are looking, well, I've made the movie, but I can't sell it, and these people won't buy it. They don't know why, and that sometimes really is a reason why. You might have to put it in with a package of other films, and unfortunately, these people are out there buying product, and it could be vacuum cleaners, shoes, used cars. Sometimes they really don't care. They just I need a package of films to fill this slot, and they'll go out and buy them. So if you can slide in that way, that's okay. But if they're doing something more specific, they're saying, look, we'd really like to have this film, but according to what the government says, we can't do it because you don't have this and you don't have that. So these are the things that I research before I make the film, and we don't have that problem.
Sounds like a lot of years of experience that you're bringing to all of
making
this.
the mistakes, as I said, but then you learn from the mistakes and you don't make them again.
Okay. Now that you've directed, would you ever do a film that you absolutely would not direct?
Well, yes, because the film I did before this, Laserhawk was the title. I came in but I starred in the film with Jason James Richter, the little kid from Free Willy, and Mark Hamill, whom we know as Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. So the producers seen my work around the world over the years and said, we'd really like you to come in and play the part of this colonel. I looked at the script, it looked fine, it looked like a lot of fun. It's a family sci-fi film, and as a matter of fact, it's still out there playing on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh, yeah. What's the name again?
Laserhawk.
Laserhawk.
Yeah, Laserhawk.
On the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun, and as I said, I didn't direct, didn't have to produce.
What was the name of your character?
Colonel Lewis Teagarden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ivan Rogers.
Yeah.